There's Derrick Henry in the Ravens uniform at OTAs in Baltimore after spending his career with the Tennessee Titans. As Pete observed during the break, it's really not all that jarring to see him in the Ravens uniform. Not as jarring as I thought it would look. So today's draft, which players do we expect to look the most jarring in their new get-up this year? Chris, I'll let you go first.
I think number one for me is Saquon. That's as a Giant fan, right? I mean, he was kind of drafted, and oh my gosh, he's hopefully can be the guy that saves our organization. And man, he's the most exciting player in football in the open field and all of that. He's worn nothing but that uniform, and then to go to the rival team right down the Jersey Turnpike and go to the Eagles and wear that color, yeah, I think that's going to be jarring. I do want to see that when that happens.
We have a couple of different photo services available to us when we post items at PFT, and it took a good 6-7 weeks before there were photos of Kirk Cousins in Falcons gear, and they don't even have the logos on the helmets. It's just red with black, and it just looks weird. So we already have kind of a glimpse of what Kirk Cousins is going to look like in the Atlanta 18. And even though he only played 6 years for the Vikings and he played for Washington before that, I think that's the most jarring change. Kirk Cousins going from the Vikings uniform to the various combinations that Nike has forced onto the Falcons.
I definitely jarring, no doubt about it. Especially, I think when you add in the number change too, and that too, there it does.
Good point.
You're like kind of like, oh, is that the same guy? Am I sure? Yeah, but always the quarterbacks, it always seems to kind of hit home a little harder. And with Cousins, he wasn't even there in Minnesota, and it still hits. He wasn't there in Minnesota that long. Next one for me. All right. Man, I think I'm gonna give some love to some other guys, some big guys, right? Tyron Smith in a Jets uniform, right? His whole career, long career, Dallas Cowboys, big number 77. Who is that freak of nature, Greek god statue over there with the star on his helmet? Now, I'm not sure what number he's wearing with the Jets, and he's going to look a whole lot different in green and white than that silver and blue. So that one I think will be jarring and be like, oh, wait, that's Tyron Smith. There he is.
I mean, we're just starting to get used to seeing Russell Wilson in Broncos gear.
Yeah, I know.
2 seasons with the team.
Right.
Russell Wilson in black and gold, just because the Steelers, the combination of Wilson in a uniform we never expected him to see and a team that we never expected to do this makes it even more jarring to see Russell Wilson in black and gold in Pittsburgh this year. All right, let's take a break. We got one more round of the draft of the players who will look the most jarring in their new uniforms. We'll do that next year on PFT Live. All right, there are our picks so far for the players who will look the most jarring in their new uniforms. It is time for round 3, and I've already told Pete that my selection will stun him.
Go ahead, then choose it. You want to start? Go ahead.
You go.
Okay.
You go.
All right. I was going to let you, have a little extra time there.
You're not going to pick mine.
I'm not going to.
Go ahead.
I feel like just Derrick Henry is still the one I'm going to go with. I kind of left it there thinking you were going to take that, and then I realized in the wind up to start the segment that you weren't when you were doing that. I'm going to take it. I don't know. I mean, still, I'm used to seeing him in that white or blue helmet, and, the first time you see him with the black pants and the purple jersey, it is a different look, even though, he looks like a football player with or without a uniform on.
Here's the one for me because I saw it yesterday.
Yeah.
And I didn't know who it was.
Okay.
I was trying to confirm that Matthew Stafford was at Rams OTAs, and the video I saw had a guy in number 11. Well, that's not Jim Everett. You know who it is? It's Jimmy Garoppolo.
Uh-huh.
That threw me.
Yes.
So that's my pick. Garoppolo wearing a number he's never worn before, a uniform he's never worn before. That is weird because I see 11 in that blue and gold, and I think Jim Everett.
Yeah, I hear you. Jim Everett. I mean, Nick and Carson Wentz wore it at the end of last year when he signed with the Rams, and
that was I thought that too. I thought Wentz is with the what's going on? Wentz is with the Chiefs.
Right.
What the hell's going on with the Rams?
Garoppolo wearing the Rams, and then as we know, he's going to be suspended. He's not going to be wearing it the first few games of the year
that's
either.
True.
Right? So it's going to really surprise you week 5 when he comes out of nowhere.
Yeah. Forgot about that. Was it a 4-game suspension? There he is.
Yeah, I can't remember. I thought it was 4, but it's 2 or 4. I can't remember.
They changed the rules of the PED policy. Either way, he will be suspended to start the season. Hopefully, we won't be. More PFT Live tomorrow.
See ya.
What am I thinking? Tomorrow. We're done. Bye. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.